Hello guys, hope you guys are having an awesome week. My name is Yaritza Reyes. I am a real estate agent with EXP. I have been meaning to do this video for many months already, not even days or weeks, it's literally been months. The reason why I haven't done it is because I was kind of reluctant to doing it because I was fearful of what others would say. But I'm already at EXP, so there's really nothing that anyone can say at this point. I love it. It's been a change for sure. It was not an easy decision by any means. I was previously with Keller Williams. I loved the firm. I was given many opportunities there. I grew tremendously at that firm. I actually even became a coach. Felt more like a mentor, but I was coaching many agents there. I had a list of probably about 50 agents, but 20 of them would actually show up and participate in everything like that in our activities. So it was a very fulfilling opportunity, honestly. But a friend of mine, two friends of mine, Charity and Sue, they spoke to me about EXP and introduced me to Tina Caul and Kevin Caul, her husband. And all four of them, we all sat together and we went over numbers. At the time, Sue wasn't with EXP yet, Charity was. They sat with us and explained to us all the numbers and the trainings and the revenue share and all that stuff. And honestly, I left there with a headache because once I saw the numbers, I couldn't unsee it. Like, that's all I would obsessively think about. And I had to shut it down. So there was a point that I actually stopped talking to Sue and Charity to avoid it altogether. I figured if I didn't speak to them, then everything else would disappear. But Sue left, she went to EXP, and so did so many agents that I respected in the area. I had seen agents, like the agent that listed my house and sold my house, he was with Keller Williams, he switched to EXP. My prior mentor, when I first started real estate, she was at Caul Group Residential and she switched to EXP. One of the top most successful agents in the Triangle in North Carolina, she also switched to EXP from RE/MAX. And then what finally did it for me when I really made that decision to make the switch was when I saw, well, these were influences, when I saw that the team leader for one of the offices in North Carolina, when she made the switch, I was like, okay, you know what, I should take this more seriously. And so I did. I revisited everything, I rewatched the videos, did the research all over again, and I spoke with Sue and Charity. I did speak to them, just not as often as I did. So I got back in touch with them and I said, look, I'm seriously considering it now. I had to move from North Carolina to Florida. It's a little different than a lot of people, but I had a family emergency, moved to Florida, and I was starting from scratch, basically. I did want to keep my license active in North Carolina as a just in case I did have to move back. But I also wanted to pursue a career in real estate in Florida, which is what I'm working on right now. But when I started looking into that, I realized that I would be paying two offices. I would be paying one in North Carolina and one in Florida. There was other options, however, that was the immediate option at the time. And realistically and economically speaking, in a business standpoint, that was just it's not something that I wanted to do. So I spoke with Tina and I said, hey, listen, Tina, if I make the switch to EXP, will I have to be paying double the dues? Would I be paying in North Carolina and Florida? She's like, absolutely not. This is a cloud-based company. We live in a cloud, so you pay that one monthly due. So I said, okay, cool. I'm almost there in signing this agreement. And then I started looking more into the revenue share, which is something that I naturally am attracted to because people tend to reach out to me and kind of they have interest in seeing what I'm doing. So, I've had people recruited into Caul Group Residential as well as Keller Williams. I'm a firm believer in wherever I'm at, I'm there because I want to be there, not because I feel forced or anything like that. And if I see better opportunities arise, I'm gonna go for it. So anyways, going back to that, there was the revenue share. When I was explained basically that you will know what percentage of what that agent brought into the company, how much you'd be making, I'm like, you know, it hit me. I'm like, you actually know a percentage. Like, you would actually know your numbers. You'll know exactly how much you'll be making. And it was very crystal clear that I would know. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, at other places, you really don't know how much you're going to get, if you're going to get anything, because it all goes based on the profitability of the company. So I said, okay, two for the win. And then I can't remember if it was Sue, Tina, or Charity, but one of them sent me information about the health insurance, that they offer health insurance. I said, hold on, you guys have health insurance for the agents? And they said yes. I said, okay. Now, the biggest thing for me, this was the biggest factor of why I made the switch, you know, aside from revenue share, you know, making that passive income, the expenses that I'll be saving, and health insurance, the biggest thing for me was that right there, my children. I have a 4-year-old daughter, Ava, and a 7-year-old son, Ethan. Now, both of my kids are, like most kids, very active. Ava's not in school yet, so she's home with me almost every day. Well, what am I saying? Almost. She's with me every single day. Ethan, he goes to school right now because we are dealing with this coronavirus. He's homeschooling. But even before all of this, whenever I had to go to a training, it was very difficult for me. Like, it was hard for me to find a babysitter. And if I did find a babysitter, it was super expensive. At the time, we lived in North Carolina, and I didn't have anyone that I can go and drop off the kids. All of our family lives in Florida. So it wasn't like I can call my sister or my mother-in-law and say, hey, can you watch the kids really quick? I have this important training that I need to go to. I didn't have those options. I literally would have to take the kids with me to a training if it was that important. And it's very difficult to take kids with you to a training. And also, you want to respect other agents. You don't want your children to be disrupting, even though, you know, when I was at Keller Williams, they were super open to bringing your kids. But me personally, I didn't want to disrupt the education of other agents, so I would either miss the trainings or like go and maybe listen in on a quarter of it, or I would literally have to chunk up whatever, some cash to pay a babysitter. And those were basically my options. Now, when I learned that all of EXP trainings are online, honestly, at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But honestly, ever since I made the switch, it is amazing. I can literally listen to a training from my phone, in the car, on my computer, while I'm making breakfast, while I'm making lunch, while I'm taking my kids to school. Honestly, it doesn't matter. If you have a smartphone, or you have a laptop, or you have some kind of smart device, you can plug in into one of the EXP trainings and listen in. So I don't have to no longer pay for babysitting, even though now I'm in Florida and I can call one of my sisters, or I can call my mother-in-law or my sister-in-law and ask them to do me a favor. But that's right now not one of my concerns. And it is such a relief to know that if there's a training right now on the economy or investments or whatever training I want to listen in on, I can listen to it. And I can have my kids listen. It's part of homeschool, so win-win. So honestly, I'm not trying to like vomit EXP on you right now. By the way, the avatar is pretty cool. I used to make fun of it. It's super freaking cool. But I'm not trying to throw up EXP at you guys. I just wanted to make this video and educate you guys and tell you guys the reasons why I made the switch to EXP. Like I said, it wasn't an easy decision, but I absolutely have no regrets. I wish I would have done it sooner, honestly. It's an amazing opportunity. The company's constantly growing. I have seen things like, I used to hear all the time, EXP is not a great company for new agents. Honestly, at this point right now, that's just a bunch of BS. They actually give you a mentor. Yes, you pay for it, like most places, but you are assigned a mentor to help you and hold your hand along the way. And that is huge in real estate. So they are seriously, like, anything that is going on that they feel like it's an issue in the company, they are attacking it and they are not playing games. So if you guys have any questions about EXP, I will be happy to speak to you. I'm sure that Sue, Charity, and Tina, or any of us in the team would love to speak to you as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and sorry it was so long.